Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again, Juliet Gilmore's Creations. The gadget I have for you today is not the one that I planned, because this one came and I thought I must show you this. It's not exactly a sewing supply or gadget, but I thought it was amazing. So I was looking this week to try and clean my woolen pressing mat, because it picks up all sorts of fibres and grime and everything, because I do love my pressing mat. I'd like a bigger one actually, that's another story. And I googled on YouTube of how to clean burn marks and clean your woolen mats. And I came across one video, and this was the supply, or the gadget rather, that this one lady suggested. I got one very inexpensively, I tried it, and I'll show you what it is. So here it is. She called it a lint remover, and I have seen one of these for removing lint from clothes before. To be quite honest, I've tried it. Since I got it, I've tried it on jumpers and things. I would not use it on my jumper. I would not call this a lint remover, but you know, perhaps I've got the wrong understanding of it. But that's what it was called. The other thing it was called was a double carpet scraper, because it's got a double layer of these sort of, I mean, they're not really sharp. They're like metal prongs. I don't think I can really show you there. Look. It's weird. It's weird to describe it, but they're like, it feels like if you ran your nail down the thread of a screw. That's what it kind of feels like. It's double. So I can understand why it's called a double carpet scraper. Or the other thing that I've heard it called was a tool shaver, and that probably is more of an accurate description as well. So I used it on my woolen pressing mat, and I really should have stopped to show you the before and after, but quite honestly it was addictive and I couldn't stop. So beware of that little point. But this is what came off of it, and I'll show you how it works. So often you gather threads and pick up all sorts of stuff on your board. You can see there's like threads on the side. That's a little bit I'd stopped at. And all you do literally is just do that, and you work along your pressing mat, and it basically removes a very fine layer of your pressing mat. Now obviously if you did this for years, I suspect that you'd have no pressing mat left, but it takes off a very, very fine, I mean that's sort of 2/3 of the pressing mat that I've been over, and you can see it has brought it up so nicely. I mean, I couldn't actually believe it. A little bit there. You don't have to do it very hard, and you don't have to do it for very long. You could see that was sort of 2 things there, and it just brought it up a treat. It looks like a brand new mat. So I've turned my mat over. Now I'm going to do this side very briefly. You don't have to press very hard, I mean not hard at all, and it just takes off all the rubbish from the top of the surface, because that's the other thing, that it just gathers so much rubbish, threads and fibres and bits of fabric. And the other thing is that this is what she did. I mean, I don't really use loads and loads of best press or starch, but she was able to get the starchy surface off the top of hers, because in the same way, literally just takes a very, very fine layer of your pressing mat and cleans it right up. What a tip! So that's what's come off. Then you just throw that in the bin, or if you want to recycle, you can throw it on your fire, or I suspect you could use it as sort of animal bedding or something like that. You could recycle that. So It's a really good tip.
So what a great little gadget, and it was really cheap. As I say, I bought mine from Amazon. I'm sure you can get it in loads of different places, but I think this was £4.99 or £5 of British pounds. So yeah, amazing. What a great tip for keeping your woolen pressing mat clean, because we need to do that, don't we? Otherwise we get all sorts of nasties on our projects which we don't want. So a great tip. I hope you found that helpful, and thank you for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye for now.